It is Earth Day, the perfect time to shine a light on a local movement to protect some natural resources. The West Atlanta Watershed Alliance, or WAWA, has worked for decades on Atlanta's west side. Karis Belder has more on their efforts. And Karis, I know you wouldn't mention it because you're too humble, but you have volunteered with this group for a long time, and you had a chance to talk to some employees who say what's happening is not enough. What are they doing to try to change things?
You were right, Cheryl. I actually volunteered there in college, and they are continuing to try and engage the community and make sure future generations, including those from diverse communities, get in on the conversation.
There's no special people that should be doing this work.
Daryl Haddock found a love for the environment at an early age, but he says there were challenges.
When I was young, I was almost nervous to tell people I wanted to be environmental scientist or a marine scientist.
Today, it's a different story. Haddock is an environmental scientist and the environmental education director for the West Atlanta Watershed Alliance. He says his work is about more than getting children interested. It's about making sure people from all backgrounds stay rooted.
So we can work with young people and say, hey, look at your own community, evaluate and assess what's going on. But we also like to show up as the educators and the scientists that look like the community that is in proximity to the park.
The Outdoor Activity Center in Atlanta's West End is just one of the places Daryl and his staff at WAWA oversee, and bringing people here is all a part of his process.
This is a really rich and abundant space, just in terms of your sensory perceptions. And so I think that also helps create deeper opportunities for learning.
He says being in the environment is the best way to learn about it, and he's hoping more people of color will find their place under the canopy.
The environmental movement is diverse and inclusive. And I really think that what we can remind ourselves is that this is everybody's role to play.
So Daryl and the staff at WAWA will be engaged in events today and all through the weekend. I'll have more information about those available on 11alive.com. Cheryl?
I love the work they're doing for people to enjoy now and then generations to come. Karis, thank you. Just a couple of hours, 11 Alive will help celebrate Earth Day. Starting at 9 o'clock this morning, we're teaming up with Georgia Natural, Georgia Lennox Square, E-Waste, E-Planet for the annual electronics recycling event. It's going to be right outside Lennox Square, so bring any of your unwanted electronics to recycle. Just dig in the bins you've been saving. We'll be there until 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's always a popular event.